Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized.
I think the word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people.
I'm a passport bro. I brought her here. I married her here. I signed all the government forms saying that I will support her for a minimum of 10 or 1,000 years. I don't know. I didn't even know what I signed.
Pull up on your thought, she gone, I'ma call it girl still. Then she gave me top and I ain't call it girl still. But I'm still.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. Yeah. Welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it, and I'm not going to go into it, okay? But suffice to say, after providing and going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, on that, because it all broke down at Magic Kingdom. Fucking ironic. And I didn't post anything after that, because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So, that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself.
Okay, flex on them.
Through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me. Presents of which, all of which I bought. Yeah, the separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas utterly by myself. And it's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents. Plus TikTok. All external sources of validation. And it's my position, my feelings are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what the plan is, and we'll see what happens from that point. But I'm pretty. I'm at peace with what has occurred, what could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore. A relationship takes two people. And she made the decision for the separation. She's made the announcement and made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And she's an adult. She has accountability. It's on her to come to me and explain to me what her plan is, such that it is, and what can be done about it. So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks. Woke up this morning to almost 1,400 comments on my last post about my wife requesting a separation. And the only thing I'm going to say about that right now, and not get into any details, although I know you all want to, hear more of the story, is that the reason I went public with what's going on. And I did that because I believe in this situation, transparency is the most important thing. I think it's the most important thing in any problem. Just be honest. Now, we've gotten to this point because there's been a little bit of dishonesty from Jayanne in the form of texting with her family and people behind my back, discussing things that she really should have just come to me with first. That was our agreement from the beginning of our relationship. We've struggled with it, and that deal was broken, and so I'm not talking to anybody behind her back. I'm talking about our problem to the world, so that there's no mistake that I am sincere and authentic in everything that I think and feel. I may not be right, and I'm probably not right in a lot of cases along the path that has gotten to this point. And I will be the first to admit my mistakes where I'm somewhat the bad guy. But overall, transparency is the key. And this is the new digital age we live in. This is a form of communication. Jayanne and I are not talking. And maybe it'll make things worse. Maybe it'll make things better. I don't know. But at this point, I just want a way forward without me making unilateral decisions and pulling triggers. Right? So stay tuned, because I would love nothing more than for Jayanne to come online with me and say what she wants, to, you know, tell us her plan, right? To see where this can be fixed, if it's fixable at all. Honesty and authenticity. That's all I want. It's the morning of New Year's Eve. Tomorrow will be 2025. And Jayanne and I, we still haven't spoken. But last night I saw Race and Rocky after an appointment. I brought home McDonald's, and I just put it on the counter, and I sat on the living room couch. And Race came down first. I didn't even know he was where he was. I didn't even know he was behind me. He came up behind me on the couch and just tapped me on the shoulder. And then Rocky came down the stairs, and she shouted, "Papa!" and bounced down. Both of them climbed up on the couch with me and just started jabbering away. It'd been a week since I'd seen them. And I moved them to the kitchen counter, and I busted out the French fries and the McNuggets, and they gobbled it up. I had texted Jayanne that I was going to be bringing home McDonald's for the kids, and she gave a thumbs up to that, so all was good. And then after they wolfed down the more fries, Rocky said, "Up, up," which means she wanted to get down from the stool. And then she took my hand and she led me to the living room, where we have a big movie screen, and she jumped up on the lazy boy, and Race joined us munching on more nuggets, and I put on Monsters Inc. and we watched a movie for about 45 minutes, and Rocky got tired and she scrambled back upstairs, and Ray stayed with me until he fell asleep. So I carried him up, and I put him down against Jayanne's back, and I left them together so they could sleep, and I came back downstairs. Of all the comments that I've received on the last video that I did, the ones that stand out are the people saying that I neglected my children on Christmas. I didn't neglect them. My staying away and my staying downstairs is to honor the separation. But it's also for everyone to see what that means, what that separation means. It was intentional. And I am heartbroken by it. But the stakes are high, and everyone needs to act with intention and clarity. So that's an update. Thank you.
Real quick, ain't no way I'm staying downstairs in my house that I pay for, and there's no fucking way. I don't even plan on getting married, but
Welcome to the top floor of my 4-story mansion in Honolulu, Hawaii on New Year's Eve 2025. And you know why I know that my Americanized Filipino wife is not gonna leave me? She's pregnant. She may not love me, she may not want me, but she needs me. And that's what love is based on, need. Don't fucking kid yourselves, okay? Let's enjoy this New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to all of you around the world. 2025 from Honolulu, Hawaii. Now, if you've been following me, you know that for the last week, my life has been really, really bad. I've been separated from my wife, Filipino, that I imported because I was a passport bro.
damn, passport
we have two
bros.
children. They're my children. Don't question the DNA. And we recently had a big problem, you know. I tried to do the grand thing with a big family trip, brought her parents over here, and that connected my wife to her parents. And the family bond to the Filipinos is the most important thing. And it bothered me, so I insulted my wife's parents, and that pissed her off to the point where she said she wanted a separation. Now, she walked that back. Go watch her TikToks. But that's how emotional she was about it. Whoa, it's going off. It's been a bad week. And I thought that this whole thing would culminate in he said, she said, and both of us getting a chance to tell our own stories. But that's all been wiped out by the fact that Jayan is pregnant. Yeah, she got pregnant on Thanksgiving 2024. She's 5 weeks pregnant, so, you know, fuck it all. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a family man. Stepping it up. I'm stepping it up to be there in the most crucial way that she needs it most. After I dissed her family, cut her off, she's got me, and I'm not letting her down. 3 children. I fucking need it. My legacy is set. For that, she gets my total devotion and support. Happy New Year 2025.
Damn, it's going off in Hawaii. God damn, Hawaii like that? Damn, it be getting cracking in Hawaii.
My Filipino wife has been Americanized. My Americanized Filipino wife. That seems to be triggering a lot of people. Let me explain what I mean. In America, if a wife, even a girlfriend, is not happy in the relationship, all she has to say to the world on social media, and especially to the government, I'm not happy. And if she drops the word abused or anything along those lines, the American system steps in. It steps in to protect her against any allegations that she makes. And the man's side of the story is, it's all assumed. I'm an evil, controlling, patriarchal, oppressive white dude. And the narrative quickly, instantly becomes me bad, she victim. So the fight that we're having, that's still there. Okay? That's always going to hang over my head. I'm a passport bro. I brought her here. I married her here. I signed all the government forms saying that I will support her for a minimum of 10 or 1,000 years. I don't know. I don't even know what I signed. And all you dudes out there who have been through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Rich man, you don't know what you
Americanized
signed?
means weaponization of the male-female relationship to benefit the female, because family court is not a judicial system, it's a corporation. For profit, digging into the pockets of dads, of men. Because, yeah, we're in a patriarchal system and men still have most of the money. Now, that's exactly what's true in our relationship. She doesn't have any money. I have all the money. And it's, you know, a relationship can go south when the woman has lost love for her man and she's just going for the bag. And if she goes for the bag, she's going to get a huge portion of that. That's what I mean by Americanized. Jayan is solidly Filipina, and that comes with a lot of stuff. And one of those things is she's going to be fiercely defensive for her family, her mom and dad. And this whole fight is hinging on the fact that I disrespected her mom and dad. Never mind that they disrespected me too. We'll get into that later. But Jayan is not Americanized in that she's materialistic or even greedy. But she senses and she knows the support that she would get if things really got ugly between us. The American system is on her side, not mine, not the man's. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, that's it for now. More later. Happy New Year.
The word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people. It's because he disrespected my parents, screaming, snatching some things verbally and physically. So what I am thinking that time, you are freely disrespecting me and abusing me. I think that's enough. You can do it. You can do it 24/7 to me. You can do it anytime. But to the point that you're gonna be disrespecting my people, especially my parents, I think that's what, draw the line. I think that's when the time that I said I want to separate. It's not because I wanted to separate just because I wanted it. I've dealt a lot with him for the last 2 years that I am here.
We got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia. I was greeted with the announcement from Jayan that she wanted a separation.
For the last 2 years, I am standing up for myself. I know it's really difficult because I have children. And I honestly doesn't want to separate with him. It's just came out to my mouth that I'm so fed up. I'm so done. It's because I'm so hurt and he's not gonna change. There's no way that he will change. All I know is if I didn't stop or I didn't make a move, it's gonna be a normal. He's gonna disrespect me. He's gonna disrespect my people. He's gonna disrespect anyone. So this is just me that, putting some boundaries.
Hate everything about me and what I provide and decide to leave.
He claims that I hated what he provides. As far as I remember, I'm always grateful for him. I'm always vocal, thanking him for my life right now. You can see my social media. I never criticizes him. It's always praising, even though there's something going on inside our house. I will never speak or talk about our fights on my social media. It's because I am protecting him and I'm protecting my children. We have kids, the next 10-20 years there's gonna be social media and they might see this. I think it's really selfish for him to post for views, for attention, for sympathy. If you can go up here and talk to me and you will say to people that out of transparency I will talk about it, but you're transparent to the public but you are not transparent to me. Just for clarification too, half of the trip paid by his ex-wife. All of the park tickets, Universal and also Disney World, it was paid by his ex, and also the Airbnb and the grocery. I just wanted to let you know too that we have a really good relationship with the ex-wife, and to be honest with you, she's really nice to my kids and she's really nice to me. She's like my closest mother here in Hawaii. I can talk to her anytime, and she's really a good person. And I remember when we were in the mainland, she told us, my parents and me, and she said that this is my gift to you. You are wondering why my parents came over, because we supposedly go back to the Philippines for 3 months, just me and the kids. It's because I am really homesick. I've been here for 2 years. He promised me that we're gonna go back to the Philippines at least once or twice a year, but that never happened. And so I kept on telling him that I need to go back. It's because we have activities, like my ate is gonna get married, my big sister, and I am the maid of honor. And also I wanted to do some christening for the kids, and also I wanted to spend Christmas with my whole family. It's been 2 years since they haven't seen Race, and they haven't met Rocky, because I gave birth to Rocky here in Hawaii. And it's just really a family thing. You need to go back, and it's just sad. It's because fast forward to the booking day, I already booked going back to the Philippines, and then that same day he canceled it too. It's because he said that I'm ungrateful. It's because I didn't said thank you right away. It's because at that time I got excited. It's because the ex-wife said that she's gonna come. Same day, the same exact day when he booked it, he canceled it right away. And I don't have any choice. It's because I don't have money. I don't have any control about finance.
And I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children.
Okay, we can't read this.
My ate, my big sister, is back in the Philippines. I contacted her about what's going on here. And then I told her that my mom is gonna go back same date with my papa. And she needs to book for my ate. But that didn't happen. It's because they had to rebook the ticket for them to go back to the Philippines. It's earlier because my papa supposedly go back to the Philippines on January 5th. But that didn't happen. They went back home yesterday, December 30, and they arrived at December 31. You know what's really sad is that my parents are very excited, especially my papa. He thought that it's gonna be a great trip, but it's disaster. They came here just to be disrespected. They stress na sobrang stress na mga mukha nila, alam mo yun. They're supposed to have a good time here, pero yung nakuha nila yung pambabastos. Sobrang sakit ng ulo ko kasi nakita ko yung mga mukha nila. Nakita ko yung sakit. Nakita ko talaga sa mga mukha nila na nasasaktan sila, pero wala naman silang sinasabi. Pero nakita ng dalawang mga mata ko na alam niyo, walang ginawang masama yung mga magulang ko sa kanya, pero yung bigay niya sa mga magulang ko sobra.
What is she talking about?
So a couple of my videos have gone viral. I'm the guy who is separated from his Americanized Filipino wife. Yeah, I'm Chad to Dad. I'm a grandiose narcissist who had a dream, and it was to turn my life around and not be stacking bodies, and I wanted to be a dad. You know, it happened late in life because I was married for a very long time prior to that, and it didn't happen. So, you know, go do your digging and you'll meet my ex-wife and you'll get all the drama. But the drama seems to be centered around two narratives. One narrative, I'm a sick, creepy, oppressive, controlling, rich bastard who uses my power, influence, wisdom, and wealth to control an innocent, naive, dumb, third world woman. And the second narrative is I'm the victim of a manipulative, conniving, long game playing gold digger. What's missing from all this is the real narrative, our story, our love. Yeah, we have problems, but we have a lot of love. And we're putting it out there because it needs to be told. All right? And it is helping us JN watches her supporters and I watch my supporters. And we come back to the table and say, okay, are we just fucking walking memes? Or do we have our own identities? And we're united in fighting for our own identities. So, thanks for the views. It ain't going to change what happens. It's all projection of folks' own hatreds and prejudices and experiences in life. But this is its own. And you're welcome to keep watching if you'd like. And we'll watch back, okay? Bye. Thanks. She buried herself under the covers and said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's my husband. What? Hey everybody, Chad to Dad here. What's really surprising me are the passport bros, the passport bro community coming at me as hard as the bitter divorcees, saying that I'm giving up the gig, that I'm ruining it for them, that I'm giving the bitter has-beens too much ammunition and fodder, that it's been quiet for a little while in the passport bro world, and so this is the chickens coming home to roost. This is the shoe dropping. All the bros that went out during pandemic, to get their bride and come back and are all starting to have problems now. I don't know. Okay, I'm just being honest about the problems that I'm having with JN. And I don't know if it has anything to do with passport bros or just us as individuals. But I want to tell a little story for all you passport bros. Think that you discovered something or you onto something that's now being ruined. This was going on way, way sooner than now. Long before social media, long before the internet. Let me tell you a story about Zenaida Bastos. 1985, I'm taking a break from college. I'm 19 years old and I want to get into the real world. So I start a job as a print operator at Postal Instant Press on Kapiolani Boulevard near Ala Moana Center. And one day she got hired as a receptionist. Cute, super cute Filipina. She asked me out on a date. So I borrowed my brother's old Corolla and picked her up. We had a hot date. It was really nice. And she said, you want to come back to my place? I said, okay. So we came back, went to her place, and, we had a good time. She was living in a house with 4 or 5 other women in her own room, and I thought that was cool, just working girl. The next morning, about 6:30, there's a massive disturbance outside in the living room. And she buried herself under the covers and said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's my husband. What? So I pull up my shorts and I go out into the living room and she's kind of following me. And this really super old dude, he must have been at least 30, was standing in the living room with his fist bunched, looking like he was about to kill somebody. And he took one look at me and I took a look at him and I knew the deal. And he looked past me to Zenaida and said, come home. And she just shrunk back in her room. And then the other ladies in the house sort of stepped in to, tell him he needed to leave. This was inappropriate. Things were going to get ugly. And man, I had my shirt in my hand and my slippers already on my feet and I was out the door. Zenaida didn't come back to work the next day. And I don't know what happened to her. But she was a mail order bride. This is before the internet, as I already said, when you had to flip in the back of a magazine and see pictures and respond to ads and then make calls and then fill out forms to get a bride that you probably didn't have any chance of knowing or communicating with before she arrived. So passport bros these days, they have a lot of tools at their disposal to establish communication rapport and use the emotional energy that it takes to create a relationship before you import somebody over here. Yeah, don't come at me, passport bros. This is an evolution, not the end. Thanks for watching. The 5 things that I did to disrespect my Filipino in-laws. Now, I qualify Filipino because different cultures get disrespected in different ways. So don't come at me for being a racist. This is the context. Hi, Chad to Dad here. Had a horrible Disney World experience with my in-laws. And I'm just going to tell my side of it. Not my side of the story, but I'm going to say what I did. to disrespect my Filipino mother and father, and as well as my sister. Number one, I did not eat the food that they cooked. It wasn't because I didn't like it, and it wasn't because I wasn't hungry. It's because I protested. I didn't eat the food that they cooked. And then number two, when they left the food out on the table, that stayed out all day, when we came back from one of the Disney World days, I called them slobs for leaving the food out. Number three, I clapped sarcastically when Mama finally stepped in and helped Jayan by bathing the kids after a long day. I clapped loud and long and sarcastically. Number four, I snatched the keys out of Papa's hands. He spent his morning loading the car up, getting ready to go back to Georgia, and he went to hand the keys to me, and I just snatched them out of his hand and went down to start the car. And number five, I told Ate, fuck you too, when she said that I was being a bad host. All right, that's the facts. That's the truth. Those are the top 5 things that I did to disrespect my Filipino mother and father-in-law and my sister-in-law. I'm going to make things right. But it's too soon for that. And we will get to it. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an update. I am safe and the kids are safe, and I just wanted to thank all of you for your positive comments, supporting me through this process, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I am not setting up any GoFundMe or any donations. It's because I don't want to disappoint people, and part of my culture as much as possible, especially you have children, if you can work things out, just work things out. Since the day that I shared my side of the story, we have been talking, and also we came up to some resolutions and conditions that now that I am 6 weeks pregnant, I am going back to the Philippines on my second trimester. I know it's not a good idea for me to go back to the Philippines because something might happen, but for me it's really important for me to go back. It's because this is also one of our problems, one of the root of our problems, that me longing to my home country and him thinking that I don't like to be in here. So we're just resolving little by little. I just wanted to clarify too that I am not getting any allowance and I don't have credit card. So everything that I am purchasing, I have to ask permission, and this needs to be discussed. So if you want something, we're gonna discuss it. This is how our marriage works. Honestly, I'm not the typical Filipina that's sending money to support my family back home, and I cannot send any money because I don't have it, first of all. And also, my family have a business in Manila. We have businesses there. Our parents send us to a nice school growing up, so basically we have the money growing up, and I honestly have to say this, that I have eaten really great restaurants back home than here because it's really expensive here. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you everybody. Works.
Everybody, Chad to Dad here, coming at you with some more rage bait, which I just simply call the truth in reality. And I'm happy today because I get to spend some time with my son as I do a little remodeling in my basement that I've been hanging out.
I look like a little girl.
Now, I saw my wife post on TikTok yesterday, I think it was, that she has to ask permission to get money. Yeah, actually, that's true. And when I thought about it, I realized that was pretty fucking embarrassing. It's not like I spend a lot of money on myself. I don't go drinking with the boys or golfing or play video games, stuff like that. See, my philosophy is the money that I earn is the family's money. There's no mine and all that. But, you know, what she said was pretty triggering. So I want to tell you something. I've come up with a plan. And the plan is for Jan to earn the money that she wants. And how are we going to do that? She started business. She started business as a landlord. That way, she can file taxes and contribute to Social Security. She needs to do that anyway to become a U.S. citizen and learn responsibility with money. Landlords have a lot of responsibility. They have a lot of overhead, right? The construction that I'm doing down here, she's going to have to pay for that out of the first couple, 3, 4, 6 months of the rent. And any maintenance and support that I give her, she got to pay me like a handyman. And learn responsibility with money by running a business, profit, loss, everything else. Yeah, early on in our marriage, after about a year, I just stopped giving her money because I was getting pissed off at the waste, right? And another thing is, I don't feel like a wife should get paid to be a mom, right? You're both contributing to the family with your sweat equity. I do sweat equity as well as cash. And a mom taking care of kids, being a stay-at-home mom, that's her investment in the family. I don't think you should get paid to be a mom. So I don't know if this will work, but I think I found a way for Jan to generate the income that she wants, contribute to her citizenship, and earn the money that she has so that she can be more responsible for it. And stop saying that she needs permission from me to spend money or to get money. Thanks. Bye.
Here, we gotta be safe. Safety first. Safety
Oh,
first.
that's a boy?
Okay, go.
I thought that was a little girl.
No.
Okay. So I guess the passport bros is we down right now. Passport bros, we're down. You feel me? No, I'm not a passport bro. But this is I think dude just was disrespectful. I don't know. He do sounded a little controlling. Like, why is you snatching stuff from their parents? Why is you clapping all loud? You know, why are you being disrespectful? You know, like I didn't really get that part. So I don't feel like the woman in this situation has done anything wrong. I feel like my boy, he just tweaking out. I got some beautiful kids though. I swear I thought that little boy was a girl. Well, I guess that's a little boy. But yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, it looked like they got a boy and a girl. Cause that one got pink on, and then that one got blue on. Yeah. So they got a boy and a girl. Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with dude. I was gonna be on his side, but shit, I thought she was tweaking out. But she don't sound like she the one tweaking out. It sound like it's him. So now I'm not really with the I don't even got a passport. You know what I'm saying? People do say that you can get a woman over there, and it'll probably be a little better, but I don't know. It looks like the passport bros, I don't know if they be having problems as well. But I will say this, man. Shit. From what I seen, it didn't seem like, but there's always two sides to a story. They didn't really get into it like that. But the only thing I will say is, man, in 2024, we in 2025 now, man, relationships, bro, they just ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? Let me move myself over. Relationships, they just not the same no more. So I don't know what's going on. It seems like he had his kids a little later on in his life. Looks like an older gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like I tell y'all all the time, I am 33. I ain't got no kids. And the girls out here is tweaking these days. They seem into just like bums, getting pregnant when they're in their early 20s, sometimes in their teens, and they get pregnant by bums, and that's what they like. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they be rocking with. So, shit, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just about my money, which brings me to the next point. Like, damn, you done married the girl. I don't know if he got his prenup shit together. You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all in the previous video, ain't nobody coming up off Ray. I don't plan on getting married. Ain't nobody coming up off me. You know what I'm saying? I done worked too hard. I done been broke I done had some money. I done been broke again. I done had some money. I done been broke again. I done had some money. I done been broke again. Had some money. My journey of this hustle, you feel me? That's why it's called We Hustle Daily, and we still hustle daily. Don't forget, y'all, follow my main channel, We Hustle Daily. This journey of just getting this paper, man, has been a long journey for me, man, and I ain't letting nobody come up off me, period. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. You ain't coming up off me. So all that marriage shit, that shit out the window for me. But shit, it sound like his dude fault. Seemed like he a little controlling. He said her ass gonna get a motherfucking allowance. She gotta work for this shit. You feel me? So I don't know, man, but it do seem like she a great mom, you know, from what I can see. You know, it seems like everything cool. My boy just started tweaking out. It looked like he just, I don't know, my boy tweaking out. Like, why are you being so disrespectful to the parents? You know what I'm saying? Shit. So she like, shit, cause them Filipinos, they serious about their family. So I guess she like, shit, you want to be disrespectful? Shit, I'm gonna holler at you, goddamn. So hopefully they can get this shit worked out. You know what I'm saying? Get it worked out. You know, work this shit out. You know what I'm saying? At least there ain't no abuse going on. You know, physical abuse rather. So shit, I don't know. Shout out to the passport bros though. If any of y'all, I done heard if you know, when he said Americanized, you know, cause usually like American girls, they don't want to do nothing but motherfucking travel, fucking date bums, fucking post ass on Instagram, and shit, just be some hoes for real. Shit, and I ain't with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I'm just into having fun. I ain't really even tripping about nothing right now. Shit, I'm about this money, and let's have some fun. Shit, cause that relationship shit, I can't trust y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can get into my little situation, but I ain't gonna get into that this episode. You know what I'm saying? Well, my past situation. You feel me? Right now, I'm just cooling it and shit. I like who like me and shit. I'm just trying to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if a girl is if I can take you serious, I gotta vet you, and we gonna see what happens. But if not, shit, I'm cool. Shit, I'll just be a bachelor. You feel me? Bossed up. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. But to me, it sounds like my boy tweaking. It ain't her. It's my boy. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray, Big Play Ray, man. I'm out. Peace.